the familiar glow of city living. In many corners of the world, lights may be drowning out the stars.
For almost the entire history of human beings, you would go outside at nighttime and sort of be confronted with the cosmos, right? And now that's an experience that almost never happens.
To measure the changing night sky, researchers harness the power of citizen science, gathering more than 50,000 observations over 12 years.
Globe at Night is an international campaign to raise awareness of the impact of light pollution.
After crunching the numbers, researchers found that stars like the ones in this pristine night sky are getting harder to see. The likely culprit? Light pollution, brightening the sky rapidly by roughly 7 to 10% a year, obscuring the view.
What we're measuring is that people are saying they see fewer stars.
This Montreal space educator knows all about the challenges of light pollution.
If you have a kid who's, say, interested in space and astronomy and wants to, say, learn about some of the constellations, that's going to be a very limiting factor.
But it hasn't stopped him from sharing his passion.
And if you look through here,
he takes his telescope to where the people are.
People would walk up and ask, like, you can't see anything, you're in the city. Those would be, verbatim lines that I would hear. And then I would show them, like, come and take a look at the moon.
Still, the new research illuminates a worrying trend.
It confirms something that many of us have suspected for a while, which is that the rate at which light pollution is growing throughout the world is much faster than we previously appreciated.
All this artificial light is harmful, disrupting nocturnal animals, interfering with migration, and potentially affecting human health.
It's a bigger environmental stressor than I think we've appreciated up to this point, and the concerns are very real.
While all these bright lights might make us feel safer, it's worth thinking twice about what's necessary and what's not. Jayla Bernstein, CBC News, Montreal.
Oh, we're joined now by CBC News senior science reporter Nicole Mortellaro. And Jayla talked about the potential impact on human health from this. Well, give me an example of how that would be linked.
Well, we have evolved over millions of years as a diurnal species. So being awake during the day and sleeping at night and having dark nights, dark skies. So researchers are concerned about how that is, that disruption to our circadian rhythms is affecting our health. And, it's only been the last 140 years or so that we've had light bulbs, thanks to, thanks Thomas Edison. But, this is something that they're really concerned about. But the other thing is, let's also remember that the night sky played a huge role in our evolution. There is no culture that has not evolved without looking and being influenced by the night sky. We used it to navigate, for example. And we're missing out on that now. You see it in literature dating back thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. So this is something that we're missing out.
Yeah, and when you think about how sunsets, sunrises, sunny days can lift our spirits, and that we do expect to have dark skies at night, you do wonder if, especially in big cities with bright lights, what impact that has at night. Listen, we have maybe 45 seconds left. Let me ask you, what can we do about this?
Well, cities, municipalities really should be looking at how to better use light. Make sure it's pointing down, not upwards. And, people, humans, consumers, we need to be using that light better. Have your lights on timers. Use only what you need to use. I mean, remember, we're paying for this not only out of our pockets, but in term of greenhouse gases and climate change.
And lots of places in Canada, of course, where you can enjoy a beautiful night sky. So look up and take that in. Nicole, thank you very much.
Thank you.